Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going deep on Raj Yogas,
Ooh,
which is
Raj.
into numerology.
Sounds promising.
Now, before everyone starts picturing,
Right.
mountains of cash in a yacht in the Mediterranean,
Uh-huh.
Raj Yogas aren't just about
Exactly. It's not
experiencing.
just about the riches, right? It's more like a spotlight on your strengths,
Okay.
highlighting those areas where you have a real knack for creating a fulfilling life.
Okay, I'm all about maximizing potential.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
these yogas,
Yeah,
they're based on our birth date, right?
that's the starting point.
Okay.
Each number
Okay.
has a specific energy,
Hmm.
and when certain numbers combine in your numerological chart,
Right?
they create these Raj Yogas,
Yeah.
which can reveal quite a bit about your path.
Fascinating. So we're not talking about predicting the future.
You're not forward
Standing
till
on
more
the
about
spot.
self-discovery.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, we're going to focus on 4 specific Raj Yogas today.
Okay.
We're going to break down what each one suggests and how you might see it showing up in your own life.
I'm ready. Let's dive in.
All right. Let's start with the Raj Yoga of the support system.
Oh,
This one is formed by the numbers 4, 5, and 6.
okay.
It's all about having people in your corner,
I like it.
having a strong network to help you through life's ups and downs.
Ooh, a built-in cheering section.
Yes, exactly.
Sign me up.
How can someone tell if they have this Raj Yoga?
So it all comes down to your low shoe grid.
Okay.
If you see these numbers 4, 5, and 6 prominently placed, that's a strong indication that you've got that supportive energy around you.
For those who haven't met their low shoe grid yet,
Yes.
that's a numerological chart based on your birth date.
Yes.
We have a fantastic video all about how to create yours, which we'll link in the description.
Definitely check that out.
Below.
Now, back to this support system.
Yeah.
This Raj Yoga often indicates supportive parents.
Who give you a solid foundation.
That's right.
Close friends who are always there.
Yeah.
And helpful mentors who guide you along the way.
Right.
And as you move through life, it suggests you'll attract partners who support your growth and happiness.
That sounds amazing.
Ah.
But I'm curious, how does this actually show up in real-world situations?
Well, here's an interesting observation.
Okay.
This Raj Yoga is often linked to a family having a son as their firstborn.
Oh, wow.
While it's not a guaranteed prediction, it's a fascinating pattern that numerologists have noted.
That is interesting. It makes you wonder
Right.
how these numbers can sometimes reflect such specific life events.
Absolutely.
But as with anything in numerology,
Mhm.
it's about understanding potential,
Yeah.
not setting anything in stone.
Exactly. It's like having a map highlighting certain paths,
Okay.
but you still have the free will to choose your own adventure.
I like that. So for those listening who have this 4, 5, 6 combo
Mm-hmm.
in their low shoe grid, take a moment to think, have you noticed that supportive energy in your life?
Yeah. And sometimes the best things in life are the ones that we take for granted.
Oh, that's a good point. Ready to move on to the next.
Yeah.
Raj Yoga.
Bring it on! What's in store for us with Raj Yoga number 2?
Get ready to explore the world of property and practicality.
Ooh.
This yoga revolves around the numbers 2, 5, and 8.
Property. Now you're speaking my language.
Tell me more.
All right. So when these numbers are prominent in your low shoe grid,
Okay.
it suggests a strong connection to tangible assets,
Okay.
especially property and land.
Right?
This can manifest in different ways.
Okay.
You might inherit property.
Okay.
You might be successful in building your own home,
Mm-hmm.
or even benefit from the real estate holdings of your family or spouse.
So it's not just about owning property yourself,
Right.
but potentially benefiting from it through various
Yes.
avenues. It seems like this Raj Yoga is all about stability and security.
You hit the nail on the head. And this practicality often extends to career choices, too.
Oh, interesting.
Individuals with this yoga tend to thrive in fields like real estate, agriculture, construction, or even areas like mining and gemstones.
Really?
Anything connected to the earth and its resources.
That makes sense. They're drawn to
Mhm.
solid, tangible things.
Exactly.
Not just abstract
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
And speaking of tangible things,
Yes.
didn't you mention a fun fact about this yoga and where people tend to live?
Ah, yes. There's a fascinating pattern observed,
Okay.
where people with this Raj Yoga often find themselves living on higher floors.
What?
Yeah, it's not a hard and fast rule,
Oh,
but it's a curious observation.
interesting.
Yeah.
So if you're drawn to penthouse living, maybe check your low-shoe grid for those 2, 5, and 8.
Exactly.
You never know. There might be a numerological
Who knows?
word.
It's all about those subtle connections and patterns.
Yeah.
So for our listeners,
Yeah.
I'd love for you to think about this. Does this theme of property, practicality, and even that higher floor living resonate with your life experiences or aspirations?
Yeah.
It's always fascinating to see how these concepts play out in reality.
It's like a puzzle figuring out how these numbers fit into the bigger picture of our lives.
Absolutely.
Now I'm ready for Raj Yoga number 3.
Okay.
This one sounds particularly exciting, the self-made achiever.
This one is all about resilience and determination.
Okay.
Imagine the classic rags to riches story,
Yeah.
but with a numerological twist.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. What numbers are we talking about here?
This Raj Yoga is formed by the powerful combination of 9, 5, and 1.
All right.
If these numbers light up your low shoe grid, get ready for a life fueled by entrepreneurial energy and a strong drive to build wealth from scratch.
Yeah, so this is the yoga for those destined to be their own boss.
Absolutely. They have this innate desire to create, to build something from the ground up, to leave their mark on the world.
But I'm guessing it's not always a smooth ride to the top, right?
You're right.
There must be challenges along the way.
This Raj Yoga isn't about instant gratification.
Right.
It often indicates a path with some significant ups and downs.
Okay.
Individuals with this combination might face setbacks and obstacles early on.
So it's not a free pass to success. There's real work involved.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. They have incredible willpower.
Okay.
That inner fire that helps them overcome these challenges and emerge even stronger.
Right.
It's like they're constantly learning, adapting, and finding new ways to succeed.
It sounds like a roller coaster ride.
It is.
But they've got the grit to hold on tight and reach the peak.
Exactly. And we often see a specific pattern with this yoga.
Okay.
Struggles and instability early on.
Also,
which ultimately lead to greater success and stability after the age of 30.
Those early challenges are like a training ground for future success.
Yeah.
It's almost like their numerological blueprint
Yeah.
is pushing them to develop that resilience and resourcefulness.
It's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
Now, I'd love to hear from our listeners.
Yeah.
Do you identify with this entrepreneurial spirit?
Yeah.
That ability to bounce back from setbacks?
Right.
This Raj Yoga might be playing a significant role in your life.
I bet there are a lot of listeners nodding their heads right now.
Yeah.
That self-made spirit.
Yeah.
It's a powerful force. But we've got one more Raj Yoga to explore before we wrap things up.
All right.
What do we got?
This last Raj Yoga we'll be diving into is all about material abundance and practicality.
Okay.
It's formed by the numbers 1, 8, and 6.
Material abundance. Okay.
Yeah.
That definitely caught my attention. What's the story with this one?
Well, it's not just about wealth, though, that often plays a big part.
Okay.
This yoga highlights a certain mindset,
Right.
a practical, grounded approach to life,
Okay.
combined with a desire for material comfort and security.
So it's not about being flashy, but more about appreciating
Right.
the finer things in life and having that solid foundation.
Exactly. Okay. People with this yoga in their chart often have a natural inclination towards quality possessions. Nice homes,
Right.
well-made things,
Right.
maybe even a touch of luxury.
Okay.
It's about valuing what they've worked for and enjoying the fruits of their labor.
I can see how that might be seen as materialistic by some, but it sounds more like appreciating the tangible results of success.
Yes.
Not just chasing wealth for the sake of it.
That's a great point.
Okay.
It's not necessarily about extravagance, but more about that deep appreciation for the comfort and beauty that can come with material well-being.
So they work hard, they find success,
Yeah.
and they allow themselves to enjoy the rewards.
Exactly.
Makes sense to me.
And here's the truly fascinating part.
Okay.
People with this yoga often seem to attract material abundance almost effortlessly.
Right.
It's as though their practical approach to life naturally creates those opportunities for financial success.
So it's less about chasing wealth and more about attracting it through a combination of hard work and a grounded mindset.
Exactly.
That's really interesting.
And it circles back to that inherent practicality.
Yeah.
They're not big risk takers.
Okay.
They tend to be more cautious and calculated in their approach,
Right.
which often leads to long-term financial stability.
It sounds like a recipe for a balanced and fulfilling life.
Yeah.
Material comfort, financial stability, and a level-headed approach.
Yeah.
I'd love for our listeners to think about their own financial journey
Yeah.
and overall personality for a moment. Does this Raj Yoga resonate with you?
It's always amazing to see how these yogas manifest in different ways for different people.
Right.
But it's important to remember that even if you don't have any of these specific number combinations in your own low shoe grid,
Right.
it doesn't mean you're destined for a life lacking abundance or support.
Yeah, good point.
Numerology is complex, and many factors contribute to a fulfilling life.
We've really just scratched the surface here. There's a whole world of numerology to explore beyond these 4 Raj Yogas. Speaking of exploring,
Yes.
we have some great resources for our listeners who want to dig a little deeper.
If you're curious about your own low shoe grid, we have a whole video dedicated to creating and interpreting it.
Yes.
We'll link that down in the description,
Perfect.
along with another video that explores the strengths and weaknesses associated with each number.
For those who are particularly intrigued by the idea of missing numbers in their low shoe grid, we have another video all about how to remedy those.
Absolutely.
Even if a certain number isn't prominent in your chart,
Right.
there are ways to tap into its energy and enhance different areas of your life.
Exactly. Numerology isn't about limitations.
Right.
It's about understanding your potential and finding ways to work with the energy of numbers to create the life you desire.
It's all about empowerment.
It is.
Well said. I know I'm feeling inspired to take another look at my own numerology chart
Yeah.
and see what other hidden gems I might discover. This deep dive into the world of Raj Yogas has been truly eye-opening.
It has been a fantastic exploration, and as we wrap up,
Right.
I think it's important to remember that learning about these Raj Yogas isn't about trying to predict the future.
It's more about understanding your strengths,
Huh?
recognizing potential challenges,
Yes,
and ultimately taking charge of your own path.
precisely. It's all about self-discovery and using these insights to empower yourself.
And on that note, we'd like to remind everyone that this deep dive has been based on general numerological principles and shouldn't be taken as personal advice if you're looking for more personalized guidance. We always recommend consulting with a qualified numerologist.
Absolutely. They can provide more specific insights based on your unique numerological chart.
So as we close out this episode,
Yes.
we want to leave you with this final thought.
Okay.
Your birth date is more than just a number.
It is.
It's like a personal blueprint,
It is.
filled with potential and possibilities waiting to be unlocked.
And as we've seen with these 4 Raj Yogas,
Yeah.
understanding the energy of numbers can offer valuable insights into your strengths,
Right.
your challenges,
Yeah.
and ultimately your path to a fulfilling life.
Beautifully said. So go out there, explore your own numerological chart,
Yes.
and embrace the journey of self-discovery. And until next time, keep diving deep